Hey Carson, how you doing? Hold up here. I just saw another thing I need to change. Alright. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Carson, just give me a second here and I'm posting this on Facebook. Okay. Hold on here. Welcome to the stream here. Just hold on and I will give you guys all the details of this new challenge. Hold on a second. Okay. First off, let me change this setting here. Right. Okay. Hey, can you all hear me? Okay. Somebody comment if they can hear me all right. All right, cool. Thanks, Braxton. All right, so welcome to the stream here. How you doing? I'm gonna show everybody here how to set up this new challenge. Just give me a second to finish something here. All right, what you need to do is when you come into Willamina Forest map, you can go in from start from scratch mode into the Willamina Forest map with government subsidy signs on and the T-Rex tree machine, which is go in with the tree machine, this thing right here, and you can set up your map. So what you'll do is when you come in here from start from scratch mode and buy one of those tree machines, you will set down a few government subsidy signs and speed your time up, and you need to buy this property right here. To buy this property here for $240,172. This property for $134,677. So once again, when you come into Willamina Forest, buy a T-Rex tree machine from the Forestry equipment, which is a mod in the mod hub. Buy all three of these properties after you get government subsidy signs laid down and you speed up time to have money. Once you've bought all three of those properties, what you need to do, or what you can do, Carson Gaming, I want your YouTube channel. Okay. I watch your YouTube. Okay. All right. So then what you do is you set this map up. So what you do is there is a dirt path, which is right here. You can cut your trees back on both sides, and you can widen this path a little bit all the way this direction to this bridge. So you can do that, and then you come over on this side. Oh man, not having the sun is killing me. Let's speed the time up just a little bit so we have some sunlight. Alright, that should help out. So, yeah, what you do is you, north of the store here, cut this path open, back down to that bridge, right there. And you turn back around with the tree machine. Sorry, I call it the tree machine, but it's called the Trek 600 or whatever. Then you start at this corner. This is full of trees right here. You cut a path. You follow the dirt path, and you can cut a path and landscape a flat surface trail all the way up here, like you can see I did already, to the fuel station. Then you can cut out a little placeable area right here, and you can level that off so you have a nice level ground for a placeable area. And then you go from the other corner of the fuel station right here, and you cut all the trees down with the tree machine and make yourself another path through here. It didn't take me very long at it didn't take very long at all, Carson. Actually, that update on that new Trex machine, it doesn't take anything at all to knock down a tree. I mean, I had somebody come in the map with me, and we cut the trees down. There was two of us, but I did some more work on it this morning to widen it. So I widened it even further than what I had it. So you make a path here to the sawmill. And then I even went back here on the back side of the sawmill area and just cut the trees back a little bit because I wanted to. Okay. And then from this corner of the sawmill, you cut another path of trees, and you can level the ground down if you want and landscape it all out to make it look nice. And then you cut a path here to the town. This again is a small trail, so just follow the dirt trail and then you can widen it. But when you get to the town, this is all that's here. I've cut this back. So then what you can do is cut this back a little bit for another placeable area around it. And then if you want, you can cut these trees back a little bit behind here. And then you can make yourself a trail to the edge of the map over this way if you want, which I did in case I want to make another NDG. Nice. Here, I'll back up a little bit here, NDG, because I haven't gotten very far. So we'll go through this just real quick again. I haven't been through the whole thing yet, but this will make it easier for NDG that just came in. So basically what you need to do is when you come into Willamina Forest, start from scratch mode. Put yourself some government subsidy signs down and speed up the time so you have lots of money. And then you go into the map. Whoops. The wrong button here. You go into the map here and you buy these pieces of property. You need to buy this one here for $240,172. And then you buy this one here for $134,677. And this property here for $260,296. After you've done that, bought all three of these properties, then you can buy yourself a tree machine. Busy with work this week, okay? Buy yourself the tree machine right here, and you can lay out your map so you have easier access. So then you follow. Are you still here, NDG, or did you leave? All right, cool. So take that tree machine and you can cut these. So when you come into the map, every property is surrounded by trees. You have to cut the trees down to do anything on this map. So right here at this corner, there's a small dirt path. Even though you don't own this land, you can cut these trees back a little bit if you want up here to the north to this bridge. Now we ain't going to be using that piece of property, but if you want to cut that back a little bit, you sure can for any future gameplay you may do on the map. So then you go to the other corner of the property here at the store location, and you widen the small dirt path that was here, which I have done. And you can level down the ground and landscape it out so it looks nice. So make yourself a nice path up here to the fuel station. You can cut the trees back around the fuel station if you want a little bit, like I did. And then you can cut yourself out a small placeable area across from the fuel station, like I have. And then cut another path, follow the dirt trail. It's a tiny dirt trail. Follow it, like I did here, to the sawmill. And then you can cut trees back if you want around the sawmill. I did a little bit, but not much. Okay, and then from this corner of the sawmill, there's another dirt trail. So you cut the trees back and make yourself a path here to the town. And then you cut yourself back a small placeable area back here on this side of the town. And then there's another small trail on the... Yes, this is the Farmer Cop Challenge, NDG. But because he's on PC and the way he has access to other mods that we don't on console, I suggest you set this all up the way I have, or very similar to. The tree machine works really good now, so it doesn't take very long at all to cut these trees down with that Trex machine. But you then go on the south side of the town here, and you follow the next dirt trail down to your actual property, to this bridge. Okay, so at this bridge, I'll bring up the map here. You can see my flashing green arrow. You can make a small placeable area on this side of the bridge. So you can cut the trees out, level the ground out, and make yourself a small placeable area. Okay, then you go back across the bridge to the actual property that you own, which is going to be where you start to cut trees to make a farm. So then you can cut a small little area of trees out with the Trex machine, so you actually have a little bit of area to drive your equipment in here to get started. Just for a little bit easier access. You don't have to. You're not required to. It's just a suggestion. Okay, so once you've done that, the only property that you actually own after you have made all this setup, cut the trails, made your placeable areas, the only property that you really own is this bottom piece right here. This is all that you really own. Even though you still own these two, you don't own them. You only own this bottom one. Okay, so then what you do is, with your money, before you get rid of your money, which I haven't done yet, with your extra money, you can buy yourself a piece of equipment to start with. It must be 200 horsepower or less, and it must be from the pickups in the mod hub or in the store. 200 horsepower or less is what you must start with. That must be the maximum for the vehicle. So you can't get a pickup that has 200 horsepower that upgrades. The maximum horsepower pickup you can have is 200 horsepower. This is only 177 right here. And then you can get yourself a trailer from the mod hub. This is the F208. You can't get anything bigger than the F208. So you can start with the trailer, such as that. And then you can start with the tractor. With a front loader attachment on it, but you can't put the loader or the pallet fork or anything else on it. You can customize it how you want with the front loader attachment. And that tractor must be 52 horsepower or less for your first tractor. Okay, and then the other thing, so you own all of this equipment right here. These three things you own. They're yours to start with. These over here, the store owns these, but they're access for you because this is the Farmer Cop Challenge with the twist. Farmer Cop has access to other things that we don't have on Council. So, in his challenge, the store owns this tree machine, and you can use that tree machine later throughout this challenge, and I'll get into that. The store also owns the TLX truck, the 82 Studios 20-foot gooseneck trailer tipper, and this TLX 48-foot enclosed trailer. The store owns all of this. It is here for you to use to move things down to your farm and back up to the store. And then you can also buy a pallet fork. You can also buy yourself a why can't I think of the name of it? Oh my goodness, drawing a blank. You buy yourself one of these. Can't think of the name of it. So you buy that. This is for you to use at the store to load pallets and whatever else on anything that you need to pick up. Forklift. Thank you, NDG. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. So the store owns all of this. You cannot use it at your farm. If you want to use a different truck, a different tipper trailer that you can also haul stuff in from the store, and some other different kind of enclosed trailer, that is fine. But the store owns it. You don't own it to use at your farm. It's only used to transport stuff from the store to the farm. The reason I have done it this way is because Farmer Cop on PC can have computer-generated players pick things up and deliver things. Okay, so then, after you have done all of that, what we need to do is you need to lower your money. You can buy a flat semi. I don't know what a flat semi is. You have to start with something from this category, the cars category. It has to be in the cars category, 200 horsepower maximum or less. So whatever you can find in the mod hub, 200 horsepower or less. You can't start with anything else but that. And a trailer to also help you, and a tractor 52 horsepower or less with the front loader attachment. The twist, Farmer Cop's twist is he started with just a pickup and a chainsaw. But I'm giving us a little bit better start because we're not on PC. So then you need to lower your money. So I need to lower my money a little bit more here to get further into the rest of the details for this challenge, which are pretty simple. Hello. how are you? So we're gonna lease some of this. Oh, we could lease something bigger than that. Oh, this will work. I'm well, Adrian. Okay. Leased items. Return that. Okay, get your money down as close as you can to zero. Um, and then, let's see here. I can get this further down. Yes, I'm off this weekend. All right. We're going to call this good for now. Okay, so we got it down closest we can to zero. Then what you need to do is you need to borrow some money. You have to start with a loan. All right, thanks, Jeff. So we need to borrow money. So you borrow $50,000 first off. $50,000 is a permit for logging on the map that you have to pay the city. So you have to get your bank loan to $50,000. You have paid for your logging permit. Okay, now you have to get your bank note for this challenge to 250,000. So this is going to be a total loan balance of 300,000. So take it all the way up to 300,000. And there. Okay, now we have to lower our money again. And I'm going to allow you to start with approximately get this money all the way down to somewhere near $8,000. If you get as close as you can to 8,000, as long as you're below 10,000, that's fine with me. Let's just put it to you that way. Get your money below 10,000. Okay. Whoops, wrong button. All right, NDG. All right, we're going to call that good. Let's return that. So we got our money below 10,000. But remember, you have a bank loan that needs paid for $300,000. Okay, now throughout this challenge, you can lease equipment. But just remember, you're not only going to have to pay your lease payment, you're also going to have to start paying off that bank note. So the object of this challenge is what I want you to do is first off, what you're going to be doing is you're cutting trees back. So you're cutting trees back on the property you actually own. So you're going to cut all these trees out here as far back as you want to go. And what we're going to do is you're going to make a farm. And you must farm that property after you've got the trees cut. And you can sell all those trees at the sawmill. Now, what I'm doing differently than Farmer Cop's challenge is the idea of placeables. So, what you're allowed to do to benefit you, since Farmer Cop has access to free delivery from a computer-generated player, once you get enough money to purchase, let's just say, for example, I know the first thing I'm going to purchase. I'm not going to lay it down, but the first one I'm going to purchase is this one, or maybe a different one I can find from the mod hub. But you have to sell trees up at the other sawmill. Then you may buy a different sawmill and place it closer to your farm. But it has to be on the other side of the bridge. So you can place this right here, for example. And then the other objective basically is that after you have sold, let's see here, it should tell you somewhere in here, I've never used this, but after you have sold $100,000 of worth of trees, or made yourself $100,000, there it is, sold wood, there it is, sold wood category right there below property income, sold wood. Once you have a total value of sold wood for $100,000, you can, well, actually, no, that wouldn't be right because he was using his silage too. So whatever income you have for that particular day, let's say you have some silage sales for $50,000 and you have sold wood for $50,000 and you've now hit $100,000 for Friday, which that's not the day we're on Monday actually, but on Monday we sold $50,000 of wood and we also sold, let's say, $50,000 of bales. So we have a total income of $100,000. At $100,000, you can sub in a government subsidy sign if you don't have enough money, and then you can add a sell point to your city, such as, let's say, a small biogas plant, another selling station, or whatever it may be. And then once you have sold $200,000 of income, you can then again place a upgrade to the city. And then once you've sold $300,000, you again can add a upgrade to the city. Those increments of earned income are different than what Farmer Cop is doing, but I want to not have people stuck on the challenge so long. Farmer Cop is actually going 100,000, 250,000, and I believe 375,000. But we are only going to go 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000, as far as you want to take it. And throughout the whole thing, you can also place other sell points on any of those other placeable areas here, up here, at the town, up here across from the fuel station where you also had made a placeable area. You can add in an additional sell points as long as you have paid for them. But you're getting bonus sell points for every $100,000 of income you have sold. Your main goal of the whole challenge is to make a farm across the bridge down here and have a minimum of 3 fields and have harvested 5 different crops off of those 3 fields. And then I'd also like to challenge everyone to see if they could place down an animal pin of their choice for less than $50,000. That can be whatever animal pin you want, as long as it costs less than $50,000 to help you out. So basically the whole challenge is turning a forest into a farm. And if you haven't seen any of Farmer Cop's gameplay, it was just something he came up to challenge himself to the map, which is basically what we're doing, but it's a little bit different because I don't want everybody just stuck on the challenge forever. He's actually got as far back on this property, and let's see, I believe he is somewhere up this far, I think. Maybe even across here. I think he's got his farm actually set up on this flat area where you can see me on the enlarged mini map there. This is where he's actually got his farm. He's taken the trees back that far on this map. Bought the next. So basically, he has bought. I believe that's the next property even. Yep, it is. He's bought in this property, and his farm is actually sitting right here. But there's no. You don't have to cut all these trees back. This is just basically a fun challenge. Just cut as many trees as you want and have a minimum of 3 fields. Harvest 5 different crops off those 3 fields. And have 1 animal pen. Does that all make sense, NDG? And then if you need to expand any of the placeable areas off of after you have your earned income value, you can use the Trex machine from the store to cut back trees to help you landscape out and place your upgraded item. Because you can use your government subsidy sign to help you make the area to lay down your bonus upgrade to the city. And then you take your money back down to approximately what it was before you put in the government sign to make your city upgrade. That's the only way we can do it, because on PC he can actually enter his money amounts and make his money exactly what it was. So does that make sense to everybody? The one that's watching anyway? Can you leave a comment? Hopefully it's still NDG. So basically you come into the map, you buy this property, this property, this property with government signs on. You landscape and cut trees back and cut trees down through the trails to get you all the way down to this bridge. And then take those, get your equipment for the store that you can use and get your starting equipment. And then take the signs back off and lower your money, and then get your bank note, and then lower your money again. So, all right. Well, that's it. So, you guys got any questions throughout the challenge at all? Just let me know. We'll run normal economy, normal plant growth. Everything else is your decision. Just basically normal economy, normal plant growth. No seasons. Just basically a fun challenge to turn a forest into a farm. He's actually, before you leave and before I stop, what he's actually doing is not just making a farm, but he's challenging himself to seed and harvest every crop that is possible for this map. So he's going to raise every crop on the map before he quits this map. That's what he's doing, but we're not going to go that far because people will be stuck here forever. So I just chose, I just decided to make 3 fields and have an animal pen if you can get one to fit, and harvest 5 different crops. So that's pretty much it. So if you got any questions, and pay off your bank note. That's about the only other thing there is to the challenge. So if you got any questions at all, just let me know, and send me a message on Facebook or PlayStation messages. So that should be it. Thank you all for watching, and I challenge you to Rusty's Willamina Forestry Farm Challenge. So we'll catch you all later. Have a great day.